apartments, tiny apartment, but you like in a city, you know?
Exactly, you save more.
You save way more.
But I don't think people realize that though.
No, they only like think about the area you live, but they don't think about how much they actually spending on shitty things that they could be easily saving and putting or spending wisely on like housing and stuff, you know?
When did you realize that though?
When I moved to where I live at the moment, Elizabeth Bay, because I used to live in Bondi.
Yeah.
But I was working in Bondi, so it was super convenient for me. I was like a 5 minutes walk from work. But then I started working in the city, and then I had to like walk and then get train, and I had to like wake up earlier and all of that. And then I was like, I should be just getting this much money that I'm spending on transport, put it towards housing, and I would be spending my money wisely. I would saving time because I don't need to walk wake up earlier to walk to station to get a train. It's less stress as well, because then you know that you have to wake up and just walk to work, and that's it.
And like you don't have to worry about like driving for an hour or like traffic
or waiting for the train, and you miss the train and have to wait for the next one. It's just like so annoying, you know?
Especially when you can't depend on like public transport anymore.
And then back home, I used to live an hour and a half from my work.
My gosh, that's
without traffic.
Yeah.
And in São Paulo, traffic, it's the worst traffic in the world. Like you can easily stay stuck in the traffic for an hour without even moving your car.
Oh my god.
So I used to spend 3 hours per day just to commit to work every day for, I don't know, maybe like 7 years. So when I moved here, that was the main thing for me. Like, I'm never gonna do this again. I'm never gonna spend an hour and a half to get to work, regardless how it is, like by train, by car, or whatever it is, you know? I'd rather spend more money in housing and live close to work where I can conveniently just walk or get like a train because now I get a train by street station and I'm already in Central, so it's easy. Because like it's just so much time consuming and it's stressful, you know? And then I used to get so many fines for speeding because I was super exhausted. I just wanted to get home, so I would just speed as much as I can.
Exactly. You're just like, I just want to get home.
I just want to get home.
I don't want to be sitting in this car for like another hour. And then you start driving too fast and doing stupid things just because you're tired.
Because you're tired. Because you can't think straight anymore.
You can't function when you're tired. Your brain's just like, you just want the easiest shortcut to make it there, you know what I mean? But that's what I'm saying, all these little things add up. I think when you're younger, you don't realize this stuff. You're just like, oh no, I'm saving all this money.
And then even like when you say like, oh, how much you pay in rent? And I'm like, oh, I don't know, $550, $500. Oh my god, so expensive. I'm like, but I have no other expenses besides apartment. I don't have a car. I don't drive. I don't have insurance. I don't have tolls. I don't have petrol.
You're saving all that money.
Like I barely get Uber because I love to walk. So if I can walk, I'd rather walk 20 minutes 100%. Rather than get a Uber or whatever, you know?
Exactly.
So for me, I only spend in house. In rent, I don't spend on anything else. So I'm fine spending $500 on rent, you know? I live in a nice apartment where I love, where I'm happy to go back to, and I don't want to leave, you know?
Imagine that, comparing that to someone that does the complete opposite. So lives really far out west, works in the city.
Pays $200 in rent.
Always running late. Has a car. Always speeding.
Always paying fines and stuff.
Like you start to lose the merit points, start to stress out. Like all that adds up. It's actually worse on your health. Way worse. The pros and cons are you start to realize that.
And then you have to find the balance for yourself. What you think is worth for you and what you want, like for your life, you know? Like I don't want to be driving hours to get to work. I don't want to be far from like everything that I like, you know? Like I like to go out, I like to go for dinners, I like to walk, so I like to be central, you know? So I don't mind. I spend pay more in rent and be in somewhere where I feel happy.
So now you want to you live in the more central part of Sydney.
No, I want to still live where I live at the moment, which is around like Darlinghurst, Sports Point, Elizabeth Bay, that sort of area. But it's been hard to find an apartment at the moment. Besides the fact that the rents are actually dropping a bit.
Have they?
Yeah, they are. They are like dropping a bit compared to the beginning of the year.
Oh wow.
It's way cheaper super.
Yes. and are you planning on doing a 6 months or 12 months lease?
We want to do 2 years.
2 years?
We applied for one,
I know that's possible.
We put 2 years. Now there was like options of 6, 12, 18, and 24.
Yeah, I would do like 5 years if I could.
We put 2 years, but we haven't got the answer yet. The guy said that he would give us an answer by Friday, but he didn't. So we wanna.
2 years. That's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad, you know.
Yeah.
But I get it. Sometimes they don't wanna do that long as well because they wanna like be able to. Increase your
it's
rent
only to increase
or whatever.
Yeah.
It's only to increase.
They want to see the market value after 1 year to see if they can increase it.
Yeah.
They're like they play it by year. You know what I mean? But then how are you finding it though? Like in terms of what's your goal in terms of staying here? Like how long do you want to stay in this country for?
For as long as I can. Like I'm doing my best to stay permanently.
Yeah.
But it is not easy, and every time the government makes it harder for people to migrate, so they always changing laws, they always putting more things for you to do. So like, oh, you have to do this. So like, for example, you have to do a bachelor, and then you do a bachelor, and then no, but now you have to have a sponsorship. Oh no, but now you have to stay on your sponsorship for another 4. So like they always adding up things to make it harder.
Yeah.
Which I don't think is fair. Like I get it if you wanna do new laws and rules for people who's coming in now, but fuck, I've been here for 8 years.
Yeah.
Like I shouldn't be affected by those new laws.
Yeah.
You know, like you have to respect my story. You know,
respect me.
Respect my way. But anyway, so so I'm now starting to do my skill assessments.
Okay.
Which takes around like 6 to 10 months to be approved, and if it's got approved, I can send my intention of my offer of intention, which is like a letter saying like I intend to stay here, I've got skills in this area, blah blah blah, and then I need to wait for an invitation from the government.
Gotcha. So pretty much it's like they're building your skill sets up, so pretty much you're more value to the Australian.
Yeah, that's it.
That's pretty much what they're doing.
Yeah, because they want people with like skills to be here. They don't want to like just
sponsor people.
Yeah, sponsor people for nothing. You know, like if you got skills and if you like got all the criteria that we're asking for, you're gonna be eligible. You know,
100%. So the longer it takes, the more skills you build up, and then the more you have to offer. But then at the same time, the more money you can make, right?
Yeah, I mean. Now, yes, because I don't have to. I'm not studying anymore, so I'm not paying school anymore. So now I can actually make more money. But up until 2 months ago, I was like everything I was making, I was spending on school.
Yeah. Okay.
But
so is it hard to save money as like if you come
it
here,
is
like,
not hard to save money, but you have to have a very working driven mindset. Like you have to work every day, like 24 hours. I was like I had a time like a year ago that I was working 24/7, like literally I was working all day and then working night and then working day, working night for 7 days a week non-stop, and then I had to study in between, I had to attend class. It was like the hardest time of my life since I moved here, for sure. The last 2 years.
How did you not burn out?
I did so many times. Like I started doing therapy for a bit, and then I couldn't fit in anymore in my schedule because she was from Brazil, so I had to do like weird times, and then I had to stop, and then I burned out again. But the thing is, like I control my feelings and my emotions quite fine. Like I'm good at it.
Yeah.
So even if I'm burned out, I can keep going without really impacting my daily life. You know, it's more like mentally, and then it's a mental thing. It's a mental thing, and then I also like impact me in a different ways. Like I don't eat much. I'm not like motivated to exercise and do things that I'm actually passionate about.
Yeah.
It kind of like puts me away of that, and that's what I don't like. But in terms of like a mentally thing, I'm quite good at it. Like.
And how have you built yourself mentally to become that strong? Like.
Going through so many things in my life.
Yeah.
Since a very young age, like life put me into really challenging situations that I had to deal by myself because I'm the only child. My mom is a solo mom, so like I was alone for my entire life. So like my mom was working and I had to do things by myself. So like life made me like, you know, grow up really early in life and be mature and like deal with things in a young age that like build up my strength, you know, throughout my life.
But you know, your discipline is you're very strong, like disciplined.
Yeah, I'm a very schedule girl. Like I have a schedule.
Yeah.
It's schedule. I mean, like discipline. You know, like if I commit to something, I will do it. Doesn't matter. Even if it costs my life, like I might die. Fuck it, I'm gonna do it. You know, that's it. If I commit, that's it.
But how have you built that level of discipline? Like, what drives you like that?
I think it's a star sign thing. I would say. I don't know. I don't know. I'm always been like this, and I can't really say, oh, it was this that make me be like in this way. I've always been like this.